game, bruh.
G'day guys, John from Do You Even Game Bro here. We're out and about in Perth City at the Nostalgia Box Museum. The Nostalgia Box is the first video game museum in Australia, and it's pretty awesome. So joining me today is Stefan. Stefan is one of the owners of the video game museum here. Stefan, whose idea was it to create the museum and why?
Oh, it's a combination of myself and my girlfriend.
Yep.
We've always been sort of big gamers ever since we were kids. I mean, like one of my earliest memories is playing, the NES when I was 4 or 5 years old with my family, and gaming is such a big part of everyone's life these days, and it's been around so long that it just felt that we needed to show people where it came from, how it started, let them experience how it started from one man's passion project to the billion-dollar industry it is today.
Absolutely. So you've got a pretty extensive collection of consoles and games in the museum here. Who collected the consoles, and how long did it take?
I'll have to give credit to my girlfriend for that one.
Yeah.
So she's always been a bit of a collector. When people get a new console, they tend to get rid of the old one.
Absolutely.
She always tended to keep hers and ask other people, hey, if you're getting rid of yours, can I have it?
It was me, yeah.
And then the past few years, we've really sort of turned up collecting collected a lot of consoles. For the really rare ones, the really old ones, took about 3 years to collect.
Yeah, right.
Like real serious collecting.
And where did you source those from?
All over the place, online, other collectors, picked up some in Europe, had to get some from collecting in Japan, because obviously a lot of consoles that we have in our museum were never sold in Australia.
Yeah, absolutely.
Some were never sold outside of Japan or outside of the US, so everywhere, had to scour the globe, literally.
Yeah, great. So of all the consoles and the games in the museum, which one's your favourite and why?
For me personally, it's the NES, and it's this game called Super Tank.
Yeah.
Now, I've never actually met someone in Australia that's played it, but in Europe it was really popular. It's a very simple game, just like basic tank shooting against other tanks, but because that was the sort of first game I ever had, and I have so many memories playing with my best friend, that's always got a special place in my heart.
Great. So at Do You Even Game Bro, we have a segment that we like to call Thanks for the Memories. It's where each of us writes a little piece on some of our favourite video game memories from our childhood or even from adulthood. What's your favourite video game memory that you can think of?
I'm going to have to go back to Super Tank. I mean, as I said, it's the first game I ever played, and it's what's introduced me to gaming. I mean, I had Mario as well, but something about that game was just, you could design your own base, you could get upgrades. It was a very difficult game, as a lot of NES games were back in the day. But I'd say that's my favourite memory there.
Absolutely. So you have a game area here, which is the one behind us, where people can can play all the older games. How important was it for you and your partner to create an area where people could go hands-on with video game history?
Oh, extremely important. I mean, you can't learn about gaming without actually playing the games.
Sure.
I mean, you could have like a dry sort of museum, but this way people can actually read the history and all the little interesting facts about it, and then actually play the games. I mean, gaming is all about experience, and we thought this would give everyone the best experience.
Absolutely. Yeah, you've got some pretty cool consoles here, that's for sure. So you're obviously a pretty big fan of video games. With the running of the museum here, you guys have only been open for 6 months. How much time do you have nowadays to play video games, obviously with the running of the store?
Not as much as you want.
Yeah.
Not as much as you want.
It never is, right?
It never is. I mean, if it was up to me, I could just just play games all day, but running a business takes a lot of time. You still get to play a lot of games. I mean, at the end of the day, you still work in the video game museum.
Yeah.
But not as much as you'd want.
I bet if it's quiet, you guys are on the consoles all the time.
Oh yeah, we're very competitive.
Yeah.
I mean, even say the classic Pong, we turn it on super fast mode, which we usually don't turn on, and just there's a bit of smack talk.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a bit serendipitous, I suppose, to be here today, noting that yesterday was the 20th anniversary of the Nintendo 64, and also Sonic the Hedgehog turned 25.
That's right.
Did you ever play any Sonic?
I was always a Nintendo boy, so I didn't really play Sonic. I mean, I played at my friend's house, but I was always more like a Nintendo guy.
Yeah.
But N64, I used to just remember having sleepovers, playing GoldenEye, playing Smash Brothers. Was a wrestling game, I can't remember which one it was like WWE Raw or something like that, or WF it was back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, just great memories from the 64.
I'd have to say that Nintendo's always been my console of choice, and actually the logo for Do You Even Game Bro was modelled on the
NES,
Nintendo Entertainment System controller itself. So, so where can people find the Video Game Museum, the Nostalgia Box?
Okay, we're I'll give you the postal address: Shop 3, 16 Aberdeen Street, Northridge.
Great.
We're just near the Central TAFE, only a short walk from the train station.
Yeah, so if you're looking at the Central TAFE, it's to the right of that, and it's just down the little alleyway there, or the lane. So what are the prices for getting in here?
It's 15 for adults, 13 concession, and 10 for kids over 18. And there's discounts if you come in a group, of course. And the tickets are for the whole day, so people can come in the morning, play as much as they want, go get lunch, go grab a drink, and then come back again and play till we close. And people do that.
Yeah, fantastic. Stefan, thanks so much for speaking to us today. We've had a really great time looking at all the consoles and a bit of the history of video games. I think we're going to get onto some of the consoles and have a go.
No worries. Enjoy.
Thanks.